And in Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Please call.
In the past few days,
you are a celebrity. So basically what's going to happen is there's product here. And this is where you end up, right here. If you can communicate this product, you can make money off the product. Because look at Gaga. She's the creative director of Polaroid. I like some of the Gaga songs. What the fuck does she know about cameras?
Okay, before we start, I just want to give an intro of what this video will be about. I have been really exploring the idea of systems because, as you guys know, I have been freelance for, I think it's going on 3 years. And so I've been doing exactly what this video is going to be about. I've been experimenting and I've been on the trial and error and the troubleshoot, so I know how to maneuver now. And I'm still, you know, trying to figure out what exactly is the best way for me. But I think I'm getting closer to the root of that. It takes you gotta jump off the bridge and see how it works for you individually in your energy, and so that's where we're at with it. But I will say that the process in like the way you feel about things before you do anything, before you make a decision, before you're like ushering into anything that you do, you want to make sure that your energy is, your core energy is balanced, because I feel like that's how you show up as your best self. I know it's how you show up as your best self. I have made many mistakes of falling out of balance and not really sticking to the things that make me feel good, and showing up and being agitated by the world around me, knowing it's not really their fault. So if you needed a message today, make sure that you are staying balanced, whatever that is for you. Take a hike, do whatever you gotta do. Stay balanced, y'all. But anyway, stick around for the video. This is a good one. I think I'll do more system videos because I know that a lot of people use systems, but it's different ones. There's so many different systems out here. We got cardology, astrology, all these different things. So it's really what works for you, and it doesn't have to be religious. It could be just something you tap into and help guide you through your course of life and help you really fulfill the things that you want to do in this world in the best way, the most efficient way. So stick around. Wow. I have not been on YouTube, y'all, and let's see how long it's been since we uploaded. 2 months, okay? Basically took the summer off, and let me tell you, it was intense, okay? I don't think I'm gonna talk about that yet. I think I'm just gonna let that still unravel, because technically it is still August, and I'm going to sit with that and get back to you guys later on that. But I did want to come and talk about why every day I begin to understand Kanye West a little bit more. And don't get me wrong, like don't consider me to be validating his actions all the time, because let's be real, he does have a lot of like outbursts. It is mental health, a lot of things that he goes through. But after like really researching, and I mean I researched his whole just experience in life, and I think Jay-Z said it once.
I think, you know, again, everyone is entitled to opinion, and everyone can sees things through their own lens. And it may not, you know, some of it could be true, some of it may not be true.
But everybody has a different way that they feel and experience life. Everybody is taking in their exterior world in a different set of lenses, in a sense, compared to other people. So we are all a camera system, okay, at the end of the day. But we all have different lenses. Some of us are viewing through a 25 millimeter. And we can really, you know, get a nice vision, you know, the depth of field isn't that blurry. And then some of us are like working with an 85. And the focal point is one thing and everything else is blurred out. And I really think that that is, I think that's how Kanye sees it. If you guys are familiar with human design, you have these different profiles as a human design system. And if you haven't heard of it, it's like many of the other systems in this world, astrology, numerology. It's basically in that envelope of understanding who you are as a person and other people. I have been watching so many lectures on human design and just listening to people talk about it, talk about my specific profile, which is a 1-3 projector. Do I want to put this in the video? I just want to tell y'all just enough. And so Kanye West is a 1-3 investigating martyr, which he is also a projector, a splenic projector. So Kanye West is a splenic projector, 1-3 specifically. And I wanted to discuss his human design profile simply because I have been understanding more of his mental position, why he reacts the way he does, and just like his overall thought process as a creative more so. Even the ways that he reacts in life, you know, your energy is. He's a projector first, second, a 1-3. So I'm gonna give you guys the idea of what a projector is. So a projector, 2% of the population, is the natural role of a projector is to be invited. It is sacral energy types to the generators and the manifestors. So the manifestors and the generators are the people that really make up the world. You can be a manifesting generator, or you could just be simply one or the other. And that makes up 9%, which is the manifestors, 37%, which is the generators, and manifesting generators are 30% of the world. So that's like the whole entire world. And then you have what's left over, which is projectors and reflectors. And a reflector, think about a reflector as like a mirror of your energy. I have 2 reflectors in my life, and their energy is very much, they are a product of their environment. So if they're in a positive environment, they are a positive person. If they are in a toxic environment, that is the reflection of what they're gonna exude, which is very important for them too. And projectors are similar. Projectors have to be invited. Their choices are very specific, and then it's different types of projectors. You have the 1-3 projector, you have the 5-4 projector, or the 1-4 projector, and so all of these different people play a different part. And so on the octagon, which makes the projector whole, so I kind of said this wrong in the video originally, but a destiny line. And with the destiny line, you have a group of the 1-4 projectors, 1-3 projectors, 2-4 projectors, 2-5 projectors, and so on projectors. And so each of these specific numbered systems is going to describe a destiny in life. And so this plays into the whole concept of how you view life, how life is for you, how your experience with life is gonna be. And that's what the 1-3 profile is, but you're gonna have the backing energy of a martyr, and basically troubleshooting, trial and error, and, you know, knowing best. Because what it is like, when you think about Kanye West, you think about the fact that he's done it all. Technically, he's done the fashion, he's done produce. He has a lot of knowledge when it comes to mastering whatever he does. And because of that, it's because he's done the research, he's been in the experiments, he's done all of these things. So he has that hefty research catalog to always circle back to. I'll be damned if I gotta start again. So, like I was saying, on the piece of the pie The 1-3 is on the bottom, and these people are the people that are the innovators. They are the starters of the foundation. They investigate, which is the 1, and the 3 is their experiment. So they're going out, they're researching, and then they're going out to experience the research that they have already put together, which is a very great example of Kanye West when you think about it. Before he got into the music industry, he was a very known producer. And as you see in his documentary, nobody took him serious when he decided to transition into the rap world, even though he knew everything it took to become an artist, to be a thriving artist. Because why? He had already developed all these skills that makes an artist a hit, that creates that whole world for an artist. So moving on to his being a designer. When he got into the fashion world, he was going to Virgil, hanging out with Virgil, you know, seeing like his mind and how things create. He was hanging out with all these different designers and really studying the root of what it took to be, you know, that designer. He put in a lot into his investigation, which is the 1, and then he experienced it with the 3, creating Yeezy. Moving on to Kim. I'm gonna even throw Kim in here because I really think that was an experiment as well. Being around her, and I don't think I'm gonna talk about this more from less from a trying to acquire something and more of how a projector can bring someone in their life and how it can affect them in a negative way. So as a projector, I have noticed that, because personally I am also a projector, and the thing about projectors is when you sit down and you have a conversation with them, they put their phone to the side, they are really in tune, and how the other person feels is seen, completely seen. A projector has a way of being able to see into a person and know exactly what they need to do to fix whatever's going on in their life. If they are a clear channel, if they are mentally clear themselves, they have that ability. And I know this because I know the ability that I have, and I've really been taking a bird's eye view of my own operation of how I operate through the world, and this is the synopsis of that. And so I saw a clip of, if I find it I'll insert it in here, but I saw a clip of Kanye West, and you know how Kim was frustrated with figuring out how she wanted to go forward with law school, and she was talking about how she's a mother and she has all these things going on, and he was just like, he came up with such a simple solution. And that is what the projector is a solution-based energy. It is inspirational, it is the influence, and it lets the people know. It literally stares into whatever that subject is, and it knows a way for them to improve properly. And we look at Kim, you know, she was this like fashion girl, you know, she has this whole empire, and he was the root of that. Rightfully so. He was the root of that. She did the work, yes, but he was able to allow her to see what was needed to be done. And what's crazy is that Kim Kardashian is actually a generator. So I can understand why he feels really salty about it, because it's like, so yeah, that's how I can kind of relate to his madness and like why he gets frustrated with the world. Society is not set up for a mind like Kanye, and he is trying to figure out how to balance the 1-3. He's always trying to figure out how he can operate in this world that is built for a manifestor and a generator. So he's not crazy, and I've never really considered Kanye to be crazy. I do think he has mental health issues, but it's not the madness. It's what is it? It's a method to the madness. And what do they say? Like, all geniuses are really crazy. But outside of that, I did want to mention how important to me it has been to find different systems and find different people with that energetics type that I can relate to, and how to move forward in my own life, in my own career, and the way I move through the world, you know, what I can take from them. It's crazy that my example is one of the most talked about people. It's every celebrity I found that is a projector has this like outlandish personality. Marilyn Monroe, and these are like people that disrupt things, and that's the three, the martyr. That is the it goes investigator, martyr. So the one is the investigator, the three is the martyr. It goes in between those things and figuring out how to balance it. But at some point you are going to destruct. You're going to have that martyr in you, and that person or that energy within you to take away the things that aren't working and rework them and make them work for you. And that kind of energy is all about transformation, you know, destroying things and moving on and going out there and like trying new things, seeing if you like it, experimenting with different things, doing a lot of investigation, which is a lot of the things that I do in my own life. Like, and I think I want to start bringing those investigations to the channel, even as outlandish as they can be. I was talking with a friend the other day, and she mentioned I should share a specific experience. I'm still kind of dwelling on whether or not if I want to share it, but yeah. Hopefully this video is something that inspired you guys, and hopefully it's something that gives you a second set of eyes at how other people and human beings operate in this world. I think what I've been realizing is that everybody really does have a different lens, and everybody is really operating from what they know best. And even if they're aware of it or not, I think what is going to be groundbreaking for humanity is if everybody takes that step to really understand their own energetic imprint and what they bring to the world and what they're supposed to put into it, instead of being on autopilot all the time, like, and missing the initial point. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys on this beautiful Sunday. I have been gone for long, but I will be back again. No rush, you know, like, I'm really in a state of, I just turned 31, so I'm kind of in a state of digesting information, investigating. Last year was a lot of experiencing, so right now I'm in my investigator bag and I'm preparing for next year's experience. So stick around, you guys, for the experiments and the madness and the mastering your life and mastering your gaze.